Okay guys, so I finished reading False Memory by Dan Krokos. This is the first book in a new series. The second book, False Sight, is already out in stores, and I will be getting it because I love this book. It is a science fiction sort of dystopian YA. It follows a girl named Miranda. She wakes up one day somewhere around the Cleveland area, and she has no idea who she is. All she knows is that her name is Miranda North. She doesn't remember what happened to her. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what's going on. When there's an altercation with a mall cop, when she's trying to get help, she emits a psychic spasm from her brain, and everybody goes crazy with fear. The only person that doesn't is this boy, and she has to put her trust into him because he says he knows who she is. There's a lot of mystery in this book, clearly. The reason why I enjoyed this book so much is because it really made me think. Like, there were several times in the book where I just had to step away for a minute because being in Miranda's head is so gripping that I felt for this girl so much. I felt for her confusion and her lost identity and everything, and she was perfect. She discovers that her and some other teenagers, they have been trained as weapons to stop wars, but of course it's never that simple. I'm not spoiling anything because that's on the summary at the back, so yeah. What Dan Krokos does with this book is he really makes you reflect on the possibility of certain things that I can't get into until the spoiler section, but I would really recommend this book if you're looking for something action-packed, fast-paced thriller, mystery, identity. This is only told in her point of view. There's no other point of view, so it's a first-person narrative, which was refreshing because lately I've been reading dual point of views, so this was a really good breath of fresh air in my opinion. I've been wanting to read this book for a while, so when I finally got it, I was excited to read it. Now that I've read it, I can't wait to get the second book. The characters were very well developed in my opinion. You get the sense that there is this major history between all these characters, but since Miranda really can't remember anything, there's that lostness that she's trying to grasp, and you're trying to grasp with her. And also in the back, she has a boyfriend that she doesn't remember, so there's that going on with it. There's obviously very big themes in here of who you can trust and who you can't trust, and everything you used to know, what you've grown up with, is a lie. So there is that coming of ageness in this book there's a little bit of that as these teenagers try to discover, who they really are as people. So I'm going to leave you at that. I think that's a good. If it wasn't good enough, you should tell me so I can probably improve on these impromptu book reviews. But I'll leave you there. You come back and we'll discuss it. The cloning my mind was blown. I understood the clones, but when Mrs. North told our Miranda that she was a clone of the former Miranda of the Alpha team, I was like, what? I would have been okay with that, but then they kind of took sequel along with them, and I don't think sequel has a place in this story because it'd be different if they were twins and they looked alike, but they're the same copy of the same person. So it's like we could basically be in sequel's head, and Krokos tried to steer away from that at the end of the book, saying how they're starting to develop different things on their own, different thoughts and beliefs and whatnot. But I don't know. I really, really wanted Miranda to kill Sequel when she found her in that building thing. But the clones were... when they first found out the beta team was basically them, like I said just before, it made me think. Like, I was often thinking in the story, what would that feel like if I was suddenly face to face with myself? That scares me. a lot. The emotions I felt for Miranda, and that's why I really like her as a heroine for this series. And of course, we have to talk about Noah and Peter. Let's see, I was rooting for Peter the entire time because you could see that he really, really liked her. And the fact that she lost her memory, I felt like it was his chance. Noah, I'm a little lost on why they had to take her memories away, he stopped giving her the memory shots. I don't know if that's going to be more developed in the second book of why he erased her memory, because they didn't quite explain that, or maybe they did and I missed it, so if I did miss it, please explain that to me down below. I just felt like there's missing information, but that wasn't a bad thing. I just assumed we learned about it in the second book. The memory shots gave me anxiety, because I kept thinking, they have to take their memory shots or else they're going to lose their memories. Okay. So, the scene where the Alpha team gets captured, and they're in that cell, and Noah manages to hide 4 memory shot vials in his mouth. After that intense almost shootout with Grace, Miranda, Peter, and Noah, they all go back into the cell, and they have like a kissing orgy. Noah kisses Miranda to pass the 2 vials to her mouth, and then she immediately goes over to kiss Peter to pass one of the other vials over, while Noah is kissing Olive to pass the other one over. I was like, if there's a camera, that I'm sure there is, someone needs to make an appearance and say, what the fuck, man? Sure enough, Tobias, which, yep, I didn't like Tobias' name, basically because of his name. He comes in and he's like, you know, open your mouths, blah blah, and there's nothing in their mouths, and he's like, you guys are fucking weird. And I'm like, Tobias, I agree with you, because that was really fucking weird. Even though I did like the lingering kiss that Miranda gave Peter, that confused him a little bit. I loved the Peter and Miranda relationship. I thought they were perfect. They were so lovely and cute, and I felt like they were like a team. Like they could be an amazing duo. What did you guys think of Olive losing her memory? Do you think she did it on purpose? I can kind of see her doing it on purpose, because she loved Noah, but she couldn't ever have Noah, so she just maybe thought that giving away her memories would be better for her in some way. But she did swallow it, so I'm wondering, did she pop the vial, or did she just swallow it whole, or I don't know. How did you guys read that scene? I read it as she didn't want to live with that love if Noah couldn't reciprocate it. When Olive died, I was kind of expecting that. I thought she was the least developed character of the 4. I'm really interested to see where Rice is gonna fit into this group dynamic, how the sequel is gonna fit in, where they're gonna go, because they can't stay in Rice's apartment forever. So I just pretty much have to get the second book, don't I, to answer all of my questions. I really hope the clones are gone for good, because I was able to handle the beta team clones, but when there was all those clones, it kind of like messed with my character development with all the other characters. I want to know how you guys felt about the multiple clones. That's my review on False Memory. Are you guys going to be picking up the second book? Have you read it? Did you like it? I want to know. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye!